How to make French macaroons. I'm going in with my disappearing ink pen and outlining my template onto a orange felt. Now you can choose whatever color you want to go with. Today I am going to be trying to recreate some Halloween ones that I saw online. So once you've finished outlining your template, you're going to move on with cutting those pieces out. Now the Halloween ones that I saw online were posted by Williams Sonoma, and they had just released their Halloween treats and had done these cookies all in Halloween, which is this picture coming right up. So I'm going to try to recreate these ones. So once you have everything cut out, you're going to move on with outlining the template for your cardstock. Now you'll need 4 circles, 2 for each side. Now, once you have them outlined, go ahead with cutting those out, and then I will go in with my glue gun and glue 2 of them together. I noticed that when I only used 1 circle for one side, it tended to be like flimsy and didn't hold its structure. So that's why I'm gluing 2 of them together to give it a little bit more hold when it's inside the cookie. But once you have those glued together, we'll move on to sewing. So you're going to take your needle and your matching thread, and you're going to weave in and out of the felt. I think someone commented at one point that they called them dolphin stitches, which I thought was really cute. But I usually do like, I don't know, 5 to 8 stitches before I pull my thread through. And of course, make sure that you have a knot at the end of your thread so that it doesn't slide all the way out. But you're going to continue this weave all the way along the edge of your circle. Once you get back to your first initial stitch or that knot, make sure that your needle's on the outside of the cookie. And then from there, I will start to cinch it, but don't cinch it all the way closed because we have to add polyfill and then the cardstock on top. And then from there, you're going to start to cinch it closed around that circle cardstock. So you're going to run your needle back through all those bumps that you just created. And then you're just going to keep pulling tight and cinching it as tight as possible around that cardstock. You're going to go all the way around the circle, and then once you get back to your first initial stitch, of course, you're going to want to secure everything that you just did. So run your needle through a little bit of felt, and then before pulling tight, run your needle through that hoop, not once, but twice, and then pull tight, and then run your needle back through the felt and then cut off the extra. And then this is the top piece of your cookie. From there, we're going to move on to the bottom piece of that cookie. So you're going to take the smaller circle, and you do need some fancy shears. I get mine off of Amazon. If you have the scalloped ones, you can do that edge, but either way, you need like a fancy edge. And you're going to cut it along the edge of that circle, not too much. You don't want to take too much of the circle away, but you're just giving it a nice design. And then you're going to take your hot glue gun and run it across the bottom of your cookie and then place that right on top. And then you're going to do the same exact thing for the other 2 circles. So you're going to take your needle, start doing your weave along the edge of your circle. And then, of course, once you get back to your initial stitch, add some polyfill, add your cardstock, and then start cinching that closed by running it through all those bumps that you just created. Make sure to secure all your stitches at the end. And then once you're done, get your small circle and start cutting along the edge. And then you will take your glue gun and add some glue to your cookie and then add that on top. And there you go, you have your 2 sides of your cookie. You could from there just glue them together. That looks cute like that. I'm going to be adding filling to mine, so I'm going to do a white filling. So I'm just going to outline my template onto a white felt and then obviously cut it out. And then from there, I'm just going to hot glue the 2 pieces together. Now, if you're wanting more of like a clean edge, you can always do a blanket stitch them together. But I'm just gluing them together, and then I'm trimming the sides because they were a little off before placing them inside the cookie. And then there you go, you have a cute little tea time cookie. I'm gonna be moving on to make the face of the cookie. So I'm going to be using this puffy paint to do the face. So I go in with my disappearing ink pen and kind of put down where I want things to lay. At first I was going to do dots, and then I was like, no, I'm going to do triangles. But then after you have something laid down, you're going to go in with your puffy paint. Now be careful with puffy paint. It comes out really thick. Sometimes it gets a bubble and it just like blasts your whole felt and makes a mess. So just go really slow at it. Make sure that you're shaking it so there's no bubbles. But again, you don't have to do puffy paint on these. They're cute all on their own. But when I saw Williams-Sonoma post their Halloween treats like this, I wanted to recreate them. So here they are. I hope it was helpful. You can find the template for these cookies on my Etsy page. And let me know in the comments below if you have any questions.